Welcome back. We are on fire. It is 1584. In the last one, Nicholas, Genevieve, and Gwendolyn all died in a fire. We're going to work on getting them back, but that is what happened. Yasmina became a teenager. I'm feeling stressed. Luke is now the Earl. And, Nicholas, even though he was a bad father and had, kind of not like a great life, I'm sad that he's gone, and we need to do something. So let's look at here. We have, actually, did I not? No, of course I didn't move some of these birthdays. Oh my gosh. I'll work on that later. It's not like anybody is, except they are. Miles Hobart. I'm sorry. I'm still reeling from this fire situation. I'll come back to you guys. Okay. So Miles Hobart and Beatrice Hobart are becoming toddlers. No 7, 14, or 19. Okay, they're both good. Hugh Venian is now becoming a child. No 2, 4, or 6. He's good. And then Lavinia Crookshank is becoming a teenager. No 7 or 13. And then will she get married? No 1 through 5. And then how many kids will she have? No 10. 2. She will have 2 kids. Okay. Let's go here. Lavinia Crookshank will have 2. Also, my girls. I'm going to try to bring them back, though, so I guess we'll leave them there for now. Okay. All right. Okay. This is a disaster. Anyway, any birthdays over here? Let's see. Yes. Juan Verduzco is becoming a child. Okay. Everything's fine, you guys. Anyway, let's hop into the game where we are indeed right now on fire. Alrighty, let's have a better day today. The house is on fire. We're just gonna have to wait for it to go out, which it did very quickly. And because I couldn't see the fire, I didn't really know if it was going out or not, but that's fine. Also, we're not home, so we have to go home. Somehow we ended up in one of the other units or something, but that's also fine. So we are here, and I am trying to do the Reaper Rewards events again. Of course, they get all broken and messed up as per usual, which is really annoying, but something that we just kind of are dealing with. Whatever. Yeah, so we don't get our mail, and we also don't deal well with stuff that's going on. It doesn't matter. We are going to do our best, and we are going to clean up the house to start with. And once the house is clean, then we will start doing some other stuff. So the house is about clean. Let's get into what we're going to do about this, because we obviously need to bring back 3 Sims, and we have a big problem about it. So here we are deleting all the fireplaces in the house, because I feel like that's something that we would do, is just board up all the fireplaces. No more fires, no more fireplaces. And then we do have a baby. Miles and Adele have their baby. Unfortunately, it did not survive, so we're going to get them with another baby. Luckily for them, they have 9 baby tries. And then also we're getting her pregnant right now, and she's pregnant with 2 boys, twin boys. So that is going to be good for them as well. On the other hand, they already have a son, so they are going to continue the tradition of having lots of boys in the Hobart family. Meanwhile, we're having Yasmina talk to her siblings. Now, she is not that much older than them. She's maybe 2 years older than Luke, and so she is, still young, still trying to figure out things. She is not really knowing how to figure out how to be the oldest sibling in this household right now. So she just chats with them and is going to be really honest with them and really open with them about what's going on, and basically say, I'm going to find a way to bring our father and our sisters back. I am going to focus on that. I would like you guys to help me. And of course, they are super into it. They want their family back, obviously, and all the kids are plotting together. Now, keep in mind, Yasmina's 14 now. She's not very old. So it makes sense that she would be thinking in this way, that her and her younger siblings would be able to do some stuff. But before she can even really get into it, who shows up at the house but Angus? So if you remember, Angus is Damaris's father, which makes him Luke's grandfather. Luke is currently the Earl now. So Luke is... also we're having another baby in the Hobart family. Dennis and Maria have their baby. Unfortunately, it also passes away. They only have one baby try left, and they have one girl, and they're pregnant with a girl, so they're not going to have any boys. But anyway, so Angus is here. He is the grandfather of the Earl, who, and there are not really any male family members around to help them out. So he is kind of thinking that he's going to move in, he's going to get control, he's going to be able to influence Luke, who is just a child, and he is going to, focus on that. So he is very much like trying to move in on their space, and now all of a sudden the book is available for me. I don't know what was going on with that in the past. Also, I can't read the intro yet until I change households or whatever. It's very weird. But anyway, so we are going to have Angus and Yasmina argue with each other because Yasmina's like, we don't need you. We don't need your help. Like, I think she is also his granddaughter, I believe, but she remembers her siblings talking about how awful Damaris was and how awful her family is, and she grew up with that, and while she still had some issues and she still loved her mother and stuff, she recognizes that Angus is not here out of any goodness of his heart. He never showed up for them. He never spent time with them and focused on, being a good grandfather or anything. He just immediately came when he thought he could get something out of it. So she is kind of, trying to send him away, trying to get him to not be involved in the situation. I'm also trying to read this book and it's not working because I can't do the thing it wants me to do, but we'll do that later. So anyway, we are here and we are focused on this, and we are trying to do some learnings. She's been doing a lot of research and stuff lately, so she is focused on that, and she really does want to bring them back, and she knows she's going to find a way. And while Angus was there, I forgot to say that, while Angus was there, he also mentioned to her something about magic and, magic realm stuff, and he kind of pointed her in the direction of Glimmerbrook because he's hoping that she dies on the way, or that the magic kills her like it killed his daughter and everything, and so he's hoping to get her out of the way so he can control Luke. And so she recognizes that, and she's like, I do want to try to get some information from this magic realm, but I can't just leave my brother and my sister here undefended. And so later we talk to Arun, who she knows, sort of. Nicholas didn't really bring Arun around that much. He mostly, had Arun. He met Arun while he was out, but, she knows her father trusted Arun. Arun's daughter is engaged to Luke, so he might have some way of protecting them from Angus and all of that. So her and Arun talk, and Arun promises to be there while she's gone, even though he doesn't really agree with her leaving or anything. He really does not want her to do that, but he is, going to do his best, and he is going to try to kind of petition to be able to be the one who, kind of watches over the young children. So that is what's going on there. And so she is going to head out to Glimmerbrook, and of course it's going to take a really long time and all that stuff, but she is definitely focused on trying to, get to Glimmerbrook, get to the magic realm, find out what's going on, find out if she can resurrect her family and all of that stuff. So she's going to Glimmerbrook now. She's going to head off to that and try really hard to figure something out. So here she goes into the maze here, and she is going to try and meet some people who can tell her what's going on. So she actually finds the Sage of Untamed Magic. So that is what she's focused on. There is this sage, and hoping that she can get some information from her, get some information about this situation. So she is going to talk to her, and she, of course, and we can see the sim is eavesdropping on them, but the Sage of Untamed Magic does tell her, yes, it actually is possible to resurrect someone. However, it takes a lot of skill, and it takes a lot of practice, and it takes a lot of everything. So that is what she's learning, is that she's really going to need a lot of things in order to make this happen. So she is really hoping for that, and hoping to learn how to do this. So they say like you need this list of ingredients and this is how you make this and this is how you make that. But she goes over here and we're going to buy all of the angelfishes, all of them. So we are going to do that and try and get the ingredients we need. I'm just going to check around some of the other places before I have her leave. And so now she is leaving and she's going to head back home. So there she goes back home. And she's going to when I went to the magic realm, like the stuff from the Reaper's Reward, it's like disappeared. So I can't see any of the tasks anymore. So that's like a concern. But what you gonna do? So we are going to try again to get our gardening skill up because one of the things we know we have to do is splice plants and stuff. So she is focused on that, on getting that done and making sure that she can have a high enough gardening to start slicing these plants and learning about how to do that so that she can, you know, learn how to bring someone back. And so meanwhile, Luke is actually talking to the ghost of, I don't know if it's Audrey or Avina. I can't really remember, but he's talking to a ghost that's haunting their house right now, and he's like asking her like about stuff too. You know, the kids want to get involved. They want to get in on this, and they want to learn, and they want to try their best to make sure that you know, they are able to bring back their family. They really want that. So that is what we're going to focus on there. And we are going to just continue with the gardening thing until she is at a high enough level so that she can start splicing plants and stuff. And, you know, we really do have almost everything we need. I think there's really only like one more, what's it called? A week of Reaper's Rewards. So hopefully next time we'll be actually making ambrosia. So also, we lost our estate because Nicholas died unexpectedly, which was a big bummer, really a problem. But we're just going to, you know, do our best to move past that and get another one. And then we're going to start splicing plants. Again, for those of you who know about ambrosia, you need to like make death flowers by splicing a million things together. So that is something that we're focused on trying to do. And then we're already like starting to get towards the end of the year. The kids are making friends at school. They're trying to their best to kind of have this normalcy, but also Yasmina is still nervous about the whole thing with Angus and the whole thing with Arun. And while they were able to kind of put off Angus for now, they're really concerned that that is not going to be a long-term solution. So that is what's going on there. She is going to, again, with the plants, and then we'll probably head out soon. Sorry, I had to sneeze. But yes, so we're splicing some plants, getting different cuttings and everything, doing our best here to grow them. And then we're going to, I really am having so much trouble with the newsletter thing. It's just not working in the Reaper Rewards, which is really frustrating. But next, we're going to actually head to the castle where the queen is. This is Queen Elizabeth, and we are chatting with her, trying to figure out some stuff. So she is going to be here, and we're going to talk to her and basically be like, hey, like, you know, my brother is the Earl. I'm trying to take care of him. Our grandfather is trying to interfere, but I really don't want that. And like, you know, all this stuff. So she's basically, you know, doing her best to kind of win over the queen to her side. And she is chatting with the queen. And the queen actually is really taken by her because not a lot of people have been spending time with the elderly queen. They've all been really focused on her heir and just not really paying as much attention to her and being kind of dismissive, despite the fact that she brought them into such a great age. So she actually really likes her, and so she is going to help her get Arun as her guardian. But she's going to be like, you can't just stay in that house by yourself with no chaperone or anything. Like, they have to move in with you and be your guardians. So that is what's going on there. We are going to move them in at the end. I also wanted to come to Henford on Bagley and figure out the situation with with trying to find some of the things we might need for ambrosia. Again, the thing is broken, which is really annoying, but we're going to do our best here. So we're going to head over here and talk to Arun. We're also going to age up Hugh, who actually is our half brother, but nobody knows that. So yes, we are going to focus on that and basically have, tell Arun like, hey, like you are going to be our guardian and everything's going to be fine. And so you could actually move in with us and learn the thing. Learn how to help us until we're able to be self-sufficient. She's actually not really telling him that much about the situation regarding wanting to bring them back to life. She's not really being super open about all of that. Like, yeah, she talked about how she needed to go away and she needed to do something for her family and stuff, but she's not being super open with them. Although she did just get a crush on Arun, which is honestly kind of gross. I hate to say that, but like it is because like he's with your like dad. I don't know. It's gross. But maybe that'll become a problem in the future. We'll see. So, anyway, we are doing birthdays. So what we have for birthdays is Miles Hobart II becoming a toddler, Beatrice Hobart becoming a toddler, Hugh Venian becoming a child, Lavina Crookshank becoming a teenager. Unfortunately, Miles and Adele's baby passed away. Dennis and Maria's baby also passed away. Juan Verduzco also became a child. And Marie Venian actually became a teenager. She's really not supposed to become a teenager until next year, but she did become a teen because she aged up when I moved her to our household. So what else am I going to do, right? She aged up. So those are all of the birthdays. We're going to start working. So when I came back into the household, that is when I could see that the Reaper's Rewards started kind of working again. So they showed up again. And so I'm able to start some of that. We need to start working on our cooking skill. Our gardening skill is fine, but we're going to still do some splicing and stuff and work on that. So we do have some stuff going on, but I think that we're in good shape. So we will really wrap up around here, just trying to get some of the birthday stuff done and like get, the stuff that we need all set, so that we can move on here. So next year we have Luke's birthday. So that is a little scary. Luke is aging up. If he does not successfully age up into oh my gosh. But we could always bring him back to life. We are trying to make ambrosia. We could do that. I just feel like it's a little inappropriate to bring Luke back to life if he like doesn't survive because of the Grim Reaper and everything. So I don't know. We're just going to have to see where we go from there, but we'll follow up. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this part. It is really going in a totally different direction that I thought it would go into, and we're just, having to accept that that's the situation. But yeah. It is a super different situation than I expected, but it also is good, and it's dramatic, and it's fun, and we'll figure it out. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this part as best you can, and we are going to continue to use this as a way of trying to get back to our family. So I will catch you in the next one.